What's up, my lovelies? Welcome back to another episode of Get to Know Me. So on this week's episode, I'm going to be talking about my plastic surgery. A lot of people don't know this about me, but I have actually undergone the knife 3 times. It wasn't purely cosmetic, it was actually a necessary procedure. So here's a little background story about my surgery. Essentially, when I was 2 years old, I was born with a cleft palate. And for anyone who doesn't know, a cleft palate is a hole in the roof of your mouth. So essentially at birth, you're missing the genetic coding that makes the roof on the top of your mouth so that it would allow it to form to make a hard palate. For myself, I had a hole there. I was just missing DNA altogether. As a result of that, my top jaw was really, really tiny growing up, and my bottom jaw overgrew to a larger than normal size. So my current side profile, as crazy as it is, was even more elongated, and my chin was even pointier. Yeah, it's pretty insane. So my entire childhood, I kind of had a lisp as well as a serious underbite. And people used to tease me about it all the time. I literally wore this underbite on my face 24/7. It was not something I could hide or get rid of. And when I finally went to the doctors to figure out what I could do about it, what my options were, they told me, you gotta wait till you're done growing. I had to wait 18 years with that face to finally get the surgery of my dreams. And as soon as 18 hit, I was like, yo, let's go, let's do this right now, because I did not want to wait at all anymore. So my first surgery at 2 was to repair the palate. It was just so that I was able to breastfeed and do normal functions like swallow and suck, and yeah, I just said that out loud. Anyways, all those types of things, just normal human things. By the time I was in grade 7, I found out that I had 6 wisdom teeth growing in. Yes, that's right, 6. And so they told me, they were like, you have to get rid of these because your mouth is already too small. There's no way your teeth can accommodate them. And I was like, what's in the case that I don't, what happens? It's like it could shatter your teeth and cause like stress fracture kind of on your teeth that are beside it. And I was like, let's get rid of these. So I had to go under the knife again. I got all 6 wisdom teeth taken out. And then by the time I turned 18, I was finally eligible for my follow-up surgery. So that surgery was to break my top jaw, break my bottom jaw, shorten the bottom jaw, shave the chin, and then add a little bit of metal to the top to pull it forward. So the entire construction of my face from about my eyes down looks entirely different. A lot of people say like, oh, but you know, you were cute before and you kind of look the same. And I'm just like, no. Like the dimensions of my face look entirely different. Anyone who's real, anyone who really knows me knows what's up. During this time, it was super hard. For 6 months, I could not play soccer. And for anyone that knows, I was a die-hard soccer player. I played soccer from the age of 5 all the way to 18. I was training to get a scholarship. I was scholarship bound. I was ready for it. And I decided to have this plastic surgery. So as a result of having the plastic surgery, I lost 30 pounds. I looked like a lollipop, to be quite honest. I looked like one of them bobblehead characters. I had like a big bobblehead and a skinny ass body. I had lost so much weight because for the first month, all I could drink was fluids. And then over time, I had introduced, a soft food diet and then a little bit more dense. Over time, it took some time. At about 3 months, I was finally able to eat most of my regular diet again. But in that 3 months, I had lost so much weight. At about 6 months, I was able to finally go back to playing. And for all my athletes out there, you know what happens after 6 months of not being able to train at your peak level. So I lost a lot of muscle mass, a lot of weight, a lot of skill, everything. And I did this in grade 12. Worst possible timing. So it was the year that scouts were coming. It was the year that everyone was getting picked up and signed. And I swear on my life, every girl on my team got scholarships, whether it was to here or away. But my ass was on the bench because I wanted to get surgery. To be honest, looking back at it now, I kind of wish I waited. I wish I got my scholarship, went away to university, and then while I was at school, been like, oh, I've got to get this surgery, and then have them rehabilitate me through the program. What happened was I did the surgery and I tried to come back and I tried to give it my all, and I was like hungry for it. It was 13 years of dedication to getting this scholarship. I was so hungry. And then just like that, in the blink of an eye, everything was gone. Everything that I'd worked for, everything that I thought my future was going to be. And so I had to like kick drive and find out a whole new game plan. And then going into university, fast forward, I ended up at York and I became a bottle service girl. So that was completely not what I expected, completely not the game plan, but it was one of the few jobs where you had minimal time commitment, the hours didn't interfere with my day, and I made that cash money. And I know all y'all that do that bottle service bartending stuff, you know what I'm talking about. It's so hard to get out of that industry once you get in it. The money is just, woo, great. Growing up as a kid with underbite was hard though. People teased me all the time. I got called things like butterface. People would say, yo, go tuck your chin in. You're ugly. Like, all the time. People cracked at my underbite. I never wanted to be the one in the center of like a roast or like a heated situation. Mouth off, cause problems, get into fights, because I knew right away the first target that was coming for me was my jaw. I was super shy, I was super introverted, I never really let people get too close to me, and that was all because of my appearance and having an underbite growing up. Present day, I'm still really happy about my decision because it did a lot for me in terms of my self-worth and my self-esteem. But funny enough, after I had gotten my surgery and I started getting a lot more attention, it didn't change how I felt about myself. And I think that's really important for people to know. You can fix yourself up as much as you want, tweak your nose, tweak your lips, tweak your body, but it's always about what's in here that matters most. All of the things that you truly feel about yourself and how you speak to yourself and how you love yourself day in and day out, because beauty's only skin deep. Let's get real. It only lasts so long too. A lot of us are gonna get old. We're gonna get wrinkly. We ain't gonna be that cute no more. It's just what it is. So for myself, having that surgery really, really helped with my self-confidence and really, really allowed me to recognize that it wasn't just about a physical appearance anymore. My whole life was just so wrapped up in my appearance because of the teasing, because of the bullying, because of the low self-esteem, the low self-worth. I just felt that if I could fix my face and I could just be normal, then people would treat me normally. But that wasn't the case at all. Like, the reality was that the more that I learned to love myself and accept myself, flaws and all, the more that I actually began to make the true, authentic connections in my life that I wanted. That's all I got for now. I hope you guys enjoyed my story about my plastic surgery. Let me know what other topics you want to hear me talk about on my Get to Know Me segments, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video.